superstars, Mark Graham here. Thank you so much for joining me for our final balance masterclass webisode. Thank you so much for coming every single week. We really appreciate it. Today, team, we're going to be going over everything we've learned before in this series, and also looking at how to enter a handstand as well, not just by climbing up a wall or putting your feet onto a box. Now, before we get started, make sure you have lots of water, lots of space, and remember, at any time during the video, if you feel unsafe or unsure about something, please don't do it. Okay, this should be a risk-free webisode. And also, once again, make sure lots of space. You're not going to hit anything. Okay, team, let's get started with a quick warm-up. We're going to get those arms moving, opening and closing, if you can. So you can get your hands to touch the back. Roll those shoulders back 10 times. Let's get some octopus arms going. Interlace those fingers and let's get some spaghetti. Some meatballs. Cheese. Let's get some dolphins in there as well. Who doesn't love some dolphins with some spaghetti, meatballs and cheese? And some jellyfish. Great, let's switch over to one side. Stretching out your obliques. Popping over to the other side. Good job, team. From here, feet nice and wide, knees go out and push back slightly, elbows down to the knees, stretching out the groin. Sitting on the bottom, feet as if you're in about to do some sit-ups. Cross one leg over, the foot goes just past the knee, you push that knee out. For an extra stretch, bring the head forward to stretch out your glutes. Oh my gosh, my glutes are so tight. Let's go to the other side. Pushing forwards. Q. Let's jump up, feet together, pushing your arms forward, pushing your bum back into a 7 position. If you can, drop the arms down, try to get the arms down to the floor. If this is really comfortable, push that weight forward so the bum goes over the feet, stacking the body, hands to the floor, relax the head. Remember to bend the knees, stretching out the calves, and straighten the knees. Bend and straighten. From here, let's walk out to our favorite front squat position. Bend those arms, pushing up through a seal shape. Standing up. If you need to, put one hand on the wall to help balance. We're going to balance on one foot, bringing that knee to the foot to the bum. I'm not very warmed up mentally, apparently, for teaching today. My mouth just isn't working. Let's go the other way. But it's a live stream, so we move on from our mistakes. Cool beans. Check out those just one more time. We're going to get started today, team, just like we did last week, by very quickly moving through the handstand pyramid. So we have our front support position for 30 seconds. Remember, it's all about stacking with handstands. Keep a nice alignment from the hands to the shoulder. Where's my timer? Here we go. So from our cat position, we're going one leg out, pull that tummy in, activate that TA, and extend the other leg out. Squeeze those fingers, shoulders forward for 20 seconds. Here we go. And that's 10 seconds. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, superstars. Have a breather, shake out those wrists. Up next, we'll be moving on to the L-shaped position with your feet up on a couch, table, or block. Make sure it's nice and stable. You need to make sure you're not going to fall, the object isn't going to tip. Today I'm going to use something a bit shorter for me, not a fan of the milk crates. So team, remember, all of that stacking, you want to have a nice straight line from the hands to the shoulders, from the shoulder to the bum, and then from the bum outwards in almost an L shape, a right angle, you have the feet. Okay team? So, timer, that helps. Hands on the floor, feet on the box. And you're holding for 30 seconds. Here we go. So shoulders over, bum up and over, flex those feet. That's 10 seconds. 15. 20. Pull that tummy in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work, superstars. Check out those wrists. You can take the block away today. We won't be doing any other L handstands. However, today we are going to be using the wall a lot. So, with your wall, make sure it's nice and free of any portraits and stuff like that. Anything that you might hit or knock over. But in our warm-up today, we're going to be doing our 30-second handstand hold against the wall, pulling the tummy away from the wall. Make sure your quads aren't connected to the wall either. The only thing that touches the wall is your flexed feet. Okay, team? Check out those wrists. Pause the video if you're not quite ready yet for a wall handstand. Let's get right into it. So, we go for 30 seconds. You have 5 seconds to climb up. Feet on the wall. Walking yourself in. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So you have a 30-second hold. If you're feeling super brave, feel free to start to point those toes off the wall if you want to. Just make sure before you fall to reconnect. That's 15 seconds. 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work, everyone. Have a breather, grab some water. I'm going to do the same. Oop, reset. Alrighty, superstars. So, I might re-angle the camera just for the first part. So team, because we want to be nice and safe, we haven't been doing free stands away from the wall, that kind of stuff. Normally when you handstand, that would be part of the kind of normal regimen that you'd be doing. And to get into those handstands, we lunge into them and just hold a free shape. Now, we don't want to get you guys doing that because we want everyone to be nice and safe. What I can start to prepare you for is a press. So a press into a handstand is an entrance that doesn't have a jump. Essentially, you're using your core muscles, your lats, literally the triceps, and obviously the arms, to lift the body up into a handstand. So I might show you a straddle press with my feet on the floor. Of course, I can do it from my canes, which is the sticks people hand balance on, or blocks, or I can sit on the floor and press all the way through. But the first thing you need to learn is just a normal press. So watching, I have my hands on the floor. All I do is I get my shoulders over. Once my shoulders are over, I lift up, pulling my tummy, and I lift my feet up into the handstand position. Okay, team? Now, it will be quite hard to see with this, especially those of you who are super new to handstands, but the press is all that stacking, yeah? First up, I get my shoulders over, and then my next goal is to actually get my bum up and over my body before my feet lift up, okay? I might just do it from another angle just because it's really, really interesting. In a pike position, so I don't knock this beautiful painting. So, hands on the floor. Now watch, my shoulders aren't stacked, but I push forward, I stack my shoulders, and then my bum. Finally, my feet. actually super duper hard, but we can start people who are just starting their handstand journey on learning the press with a wall. So first up, we're going to learn the movement and the pathway of a press handstand, okay? So for the purpose of this exercise, you're imagining that the wall is the floor, okay? Essentially, if you lay flat on the floor here with your arms out, that's us pretending that you are in a handstand, okay? If you are feet on the wall, make sure you have clean feet, kids, then that's when your feet are on the floor, okay? So, pressing up, the movement is, arms are nice and straight. What happens is, you already have your shoulders stacked, you're going to roll your bum to the ground, and open your legs through a straddle position into a straight handstand. From here, we're going back to the floor, so you open those feet up nice and wide, and then we reverse the stack, so you lift your bum off the floor, and then feet hit the wall. Okay, let's do it all together. We'll do it 5 times all up. So feet on the floor, bum off the floor, and we're going. Rolling the bum down, stacking the whole body, and then opening those legs up through straddle to a straight handstand. We close up again, lift the bum off, and then feet to the wall. Specifically, lift the bum off and then feet to the wall. Rolling down, feet around. Connect to straight handstand, opening back up, lift the bum off, feet to wall. Good. Let's go 3 more times. Opening, rolling down, close the feet, lift the bum, feet to the wall. 2 more times. Just gonna move. You guys keep going. Just gonna move slightly, so I'm not hitting something the whole time. 1 more, team. Great. So that's essentially the movement of the straddle press. It's also a super awesome core workout, and it helps build the strength for the press, okay? If that's super duper easy, you should also try 3 of these guys. It's just the pike position. Roll the bum down, leg lift down, lifting up, roll the bum, feet to the floor. Yeah, so that's another way to move through that pathway. Okay, cool. So, that's one exercise you can add to your training regimen. Up next, we're going to do negatives. Oh, sorry, team, I'm fighting off the sneeze. Okay, cool. Facebook Live. Grab some water if you need some water. So up next, team, we're doing negatives. Essentially, if you've been to the gym or done lots of gym classes, negatives are when you're doing exercise where you kind of often take out the hardest part and do the smaller part. It helps you get the muscle memory for the movement through the exercise. For example, when you're learning how to do chin-ups, often when you're first starting out, a really good trick is to jump all out to get the chin out of the bar and then slowly lowering yourself down. And that's a negative, okay? So, we're going to do a press negative from the wall, okay team? This is the only time I really ever let people do a back to wall handstand. So what you'll be doing is you'll be going up into a straight handstand, feet up against the wall. From here, the feet will separate to straddle, and then you roll the bum off and slowly try and get the feet to the ground, okay? Now, my brain sometimes doesn't always get this, and it takes me a couple to get them right. So please forgive me if I fall immediately. Let's give it a red hot go. I'll show you, then you guys can give it a go too. Can you see? I might just angle this camera, guys, sorry. Just wanted to be able to see everything. Oh, yep, immediately too much. Cool. Alright, superstars, so, hands nice and close to the wall. We're going to try and stack our bodies as much as possible. From here, you can even press your head slightly to the wall if you need to. Opening the legs to your straddle shape or star shape. From here, roll feet down, feet to the floor. Now as you can see, that was really fast. My first one always does seem to be quite fast. I'm going to have my hands a little further away from the wall as well. I think they were too close. So you are going to be slightly arched. Alright team. From a straight handstand, once again I open out. And then you're going to try and roll all the way down. Give that a go. Try it 3 times. If you're not a fan of the straddle, pass through pike. I'll do some pike ones now. So strange to be able to see, guys. Just keep doing it over and over again. Okay, cool. So from my pike handstand, it's very much more about a balance. I'm going to slowly try and pass myself down. I can push my head in the wall to cheat a little bit as well. The trickiest team, you might have to push forward more through the shoulders. Give it a go, try and do at least 3. I'll do one more. Yeah, also always remember, feel free to film the drills and stuff and post them in the comments below. Alright, I'm going to do another straddle one because they're fun. Cool. Yeah, cool team. So that's the negative press drill. Issues, comments, concerns, inspirational moments, please feel free to comment them down below. Alrighty, so up next, superstars, we're just going to go down and start doing some more elbow stands. So today we're going to do some different positions which might help you guys with the balance. So we're going to start first with the bow and arrow position. Well, actually, let's warm up our elbow stands. Remember, superstars, with your elbow stands, hands flat, hands, then elbows pushing in. From here, make sure your shoulders are stacked and get your bum stacked over as well. Okay? If your bum's not above your head, it's going to make it really hard. Do a couple of those for me. I'm going to fix my camera. Sorry, my rug. If you happen to film any really good elbow handstands, elbow balances, please feel free to send them in. I'd love to see them, as long as you are over 18. The bow and arrow position, essentially, it's super similar to the splits position. A lot easier though, actually. I probably should have started with this one. The idea is you have one leg straight, the last leg to leave the ground is bent in quite a lot. The name comes from the fact that people who are very skilled will do a handstand and make this position, but be holding a bow with one foot, they'll pull back an arrow, and then fire it. So we're doing the bow and arrow position. So, hands on the floor, I essentially kick up into my splits, but follow immediately through by bending the other leg. Yeah? Now, if I start to fall over, what I can do is extend my leg out and drag myself down. Give that a go. Remember, it's all about stacking. So, elbows to the floor, making sure you kick up and get the bum over the head and bend at the knee. Let's try and do at least 3. We push up, we bend that leg, and we hold. Have a breather when you need to. Take a photo, do a film, all that jazz. We'll go again. So we're kicking all the way up, bending the knee. Relaxing down when you need to. I also recommend you try it on the other side. I might do my left side now, just to challenge myself. So I kick my right leg up and I'm going to bend my left leg. Cool. So that's the bow and arrow position. A similar position to that is the stag. The idea is still splits based, which is great for the elbow stands. You're going to have a 90-degree bend in your legs. Yeah, so it becomes this nice kind of almost like a Z position, almost. It looks nice with really pointed toes or really flexed feet, because if you have flexed feet, it creates more angles. Yeah. So I'll show you. Let's get a red hot go. So I'm thinking about bending as much as possible into a right angle. Of course, it can be hard to tell exactly what position you're in upside down. Yeah. So it's just thinking about, can I feel the actual proper bend in my leg? This is a great one to be taking photos of. So jump up, do it 3 times. Try alternating legs if you like. And yeah, I think a good goal would be to try and hold it for at least 10 seconds. Okay, good luck. Make sure you stack the bottom. free to do one more or grab a drink of water. And we'll finish off with our elbow stands just by busting out. I'm going to try and go straight elbow stand position. Okay? I'm going to try and hold it for 20 seconds. So team, we've done this before. I want you to do it with me. Trying to jump up and hold those legs together. Okay, remember you can shift your body weight to help you balance. Let's give it a go. Pushing up for 20 seconds. Pull that tummy in, make sure you're stacked. Are you arching too much? Relaxing down. Cool team, have a breather, pause a bit if you need to, grab some water. We're going to move on now to our final part, which is the headstands. So, once again I'm going to use this pillow because these tiled floors are just killer on the old head. Today team, we'll be doing straddle headstands and straight headstands if you're ready for it. If you can't balance the tuck position from last week, you're not to move on and try these next positions. Just try and take this time to practice the tuck position. I'll help you guys with that now though, with a quick warm up of the tuck position. Watching.
Hand on the floor, hands on the floor. Making sure I have a triangle from my hands and my head. I lift up into my down dog position. One foot goes on, nice and high into my elbows, into my triceps, sorry. And I'm holding up in this tuck position. My bum needs to be up nice and high. You don't want it super duper low, because that makes it very hard. Alright team,
give that a red hot go. I'll have a sip of water while you all give it a go. Okay team, so those of you who are staying at the tuck handstand, try and get to 5 before the class finishes. Everyone else, we're going to be doing a lift up into a tuck and then a legs together headstand. I think I said straddle earlier, I didn't mean to. So, we're going to get up into our tuck handstand, just watch team. From here, lift the bum and squeeze the legs together into tuck shape. Okay? Balancing with all 3 points to the floor. If you're comfortable here, you can try and lift up into a full headstand. Now if you're arching too much, you're going to fall over. Bring your knees down to your chest and you can try and stop that fall. If you feel like you're going to go over, make sure you tuck the chin and make sure you have nothing else behind you. Give it a go. We'll do 3 all up. One leg onto each knee, onto each tricep rather. Lift the bum up to tuck, and then straight. Take your time, that was really fast. I should have gone a bit slower. Give it another go. So, make sure you're stretching out your neck. Head to the floor, using all 3 points, sorry. Getting the bum up, knees onto triceps. If you're comfortable there, you can then lift up to bum in the air, and then straighten those legs out into a straight headstand. If you're holding it, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Alright team, come down, stretch out those heads. We'll do one more and then, oh gosh, that will be the last part of the masterclass. Alright superstars, I might take this off for my last one. It's a bit hot after a while. So team, here we go. Head to the pillow, hands nice and grounded, lift the bum up, elbows, knees onto the triceps, lift the bum, knees together, and lifting up into a straight headstand hold. Squeeze the legs together, and relaxing down. Whoa! Alright team, time to start our cool down. So, we've used our heads a lot, so we're going to pull our elbow to one side, sorry, our head to one side. Gosh, my words today. Nose to armpit, everyone's favourite. Going over to the other side. And then nose to armpit. Roll those shoulders back, helps to release the rib cage in the shoulders. Stretch out the triceps. Stretch out the other way. Do some spaghetti. Then do some meatballs. And some cheese. Let's re-angle this camera. Alrighty, hey superstars, that is the end of our Masterclass Balance series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, post any questions you have in the comments below. I have no idea today what will be next for us, but keep a lookout for any announcements on our NICA Short Courses page. Also, please like and share our videos, recommend it to your friends, all that jazz. It's nice to know that people are watching. So team, thanks everyone. I hope you all are doing great, are doing well, keep balancing, and hopefully I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye.